Greetings, everyone. Welcome to our panel today on the current crisis in the region. I wear many hats in my daily life. On a personal note, I want to say that I am absolutely horrified by the brutal attacks on innocent Israeli citizens by Hamas. I condemn this atrocious violence. As a mother, I have and always will condemn the killing of innocent civilians, and there is no exception here. I recognize and acknowledge the deep pain and suffering of Israelis today. And it is my sincere hope that my empathy and care for Israeli civilians should not be misperceived as negating my simultaneous empathy and care for Palestinian civilians in Gaza and the West Bank. Equally true, nor should my concern and care for Palestinian civilians negate my simultaneous empathy and care for Israeli civilians. Empathy and care are not zero-sum. We are all victims of this conflict, a conflict that has lasted for too long, that has yet to bring us peace and security, dignity and protection in a future where we can live side by side, and where we as Israelis and Palestinians need not worry about children being murdered before their parents' eyes. Yes, almost 25 years ago, Camp David failed, and for almost a quarter of a century, yes, a quarter of a century, with generations of new Palestinians and Israelis born, little has been done on the international stage to bring peace to Israel and Palestine. When we all know peace is a dedicated, prolonged process that takes tireless years and courageous efforts from the global community. Yes, Camp David did indeed fail, but it is equally true for almost a quarter of a century later, the global community has done very little to bring peace to the region. As Dean of the School of Public and International Affairs, I'd like to remind everyone about who we are and what we stand for at our school. We are a united, strong, and compassionate community. We are rallying around Princeton students who have lost friends and family in Israel, and many are still uncertain about the fates of so many loved ones. We are also rallying around Princeton Palestinian students who are also watching their loved ones amidst the bombing in Gaza and are also awaiting news to hear about their family and friends and loved ones. Our community is grieving and in shock. We are traumatized by these horrific developments in the region. But our community is strong. Our steadfast determination and our commitment as a school to serve the nation and all of humanity is a core value that motivates us each and every day. We will stay united as a community that cares for one another, that supports one another, that stands with one another, that respects one another. If we lose sight of these core values, the opponents and enemies of peace will have prevailed. At SPIA, I say this on behalf of every member of our cherished and beloved community, we will never let this happen.